The rigid body movement style appears to be intentional and controlled. Energy is more contained. The supply is cut off as soon as the movement is complete, which sometimes leads to jerks or vibrations at the ends of movements. We expect this external control to be mirrored in speech as well. Structured speech progression sounds methodical and organized, following a previously established path.
When I was 15, I really wanted to meet and talk to writers and artists I admired. And I couldn't figure out how you did this. I didn't know about conventions, if there were conventions back in 1975, 76. So I had a brilliant idea. I would start a magazine.
The corners of the mouth initiate the radiant smile, stretching sideways. FE has more control over external emotional expressions, so smiles tend to occur in more expected moments. We expect this control to be mirrored in the emotional intensity in speech as well. Here, the emotional intensity is more stable, and any shifts are more gradual and expected.
It felt very Lord of the Rings, it felt very fantastical. And there were these amazing paintings covered in dust, propped up against walls. And we interviewed him. And at the end of the interview, I noticed that the tape wasn't going round.
An overall higher emotional intensity is consistent with FE preference as well. Smooth eye movements are more soft and continuous. The iris appears to drift or tick. Flickering eye movements are quick and tend to move a small distance. The compartmental speech pattern focuses on one concrete topic, discussing specific details and instances.
I think it was the second interview we did. Moorcock was the first. And it was Roger Dean. And Roger Dean is an artist and designer, most famous back then for the covers of Yes albums, this beautiful sort of calligraphy and these floating islands and things like that. And I got talking to some kid on the train who said, oh yeah, I know Roger Dean. And so we phoned up Roger Dean's publisher, which was basically Roger Dean. I think they were called Dragon's Dream.
Flowing eye movements are slow and tend to move a large distance. Inquisitive speech format is mostly observational, full of objective descriptions.
Back in about 1997, I read an article by Ian Fleming, who wrote the James Bond books, about how he wrote the James Bond books. And you read this article and you realize something, which is Ian Fleming did not enjoy the process of writing.
That's it just for this celebrity. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about this typing method, there's more info, an ebook, as well as an online course on my website, empiricalpersonality.com. We offer typing services as well. A big thank you to all my supporters on Patreon.